Hello, dear Everwinners. My blessings to you. There is a saying, as you know, health is wealth. But how many of us are interested in earning this wealth on a serious note? We are trying to earn the wealth of different kinds, like money, properties, and luxuries. Whereas this saying, health is wealth, has a significance, particularly about the success of life. Even taking care of the health and living long is also something we have to consider. These days, as the technological advancement strikes us, we are throwing our health virtually. That should be avoided. There is a term SOS, a distress signal. People say SOS means save our souls, save our ships. That is not the case. Once upon a time, there will be a distress signal from the ships to save them. They were using dots, dashes, and spaces to give the signal for saving them. Now the situation has changed. People say it is a save our ships, save our souls. But SOS even now is used as an internationally recognized distress signal. The same way there is an SOS, you have to take note, my dear children. That is salt, oil, sugar. SOS. In India, I have seen people taking a heavy dose of this salt, oil, and sugar. Recently, I was in China, particularly now during the summer. I could see people are very cautious about that. They are keeping this salt, oil, sugar, even spice away and are living long. We can see people even in their 90 years of age walking briskly. In India, it is missing. This is the time. And now you can see salt and pepper. Look, we are focusing. But inside the cooking arena, we need to focus on that. There is a brief story about salt and sugar. There were two ants. One ant was living inside a sack of salt. The other ant was living inside the sack of sugar. One day, the ant from the sugar came visiting the one from the salt, and they were discussing. The ant from the sugar is asking, when I try to taste your salt, it is not sweet, it is very much unpalatable. But the salt ant says, I am used to it. Then the sugar ant says, you clean your mouth, you taste my sugar, and you will see the real beauty. The salt ant does the same, and finally it accepts. Here is a message. People are living in the sack of salt. I mean, those with bad habits, bad attitudes, laziness, they all are living in the sack of salt. They should come out and learn greater things, greater qualities, and look sweet, speak sweet, and achieve sweet. This is what we expect. This apart, again back to the salt, oil, and sugar. When we take too much of salt, it leads to high BP. When we take too much of oil, it leads to high cholesterol. When we take too much of sugar, it leads to diabetes. And all this will lead to serious heart diseases. Now I see almost every day parents telling me, the teachers telling me, there is serious problem on health front with even young people in their 20s, 30s, 40s suffering from serious diseases. Now it is time we looked back to the tradition, how they lived for 100 years. The same we should do. So today I call upon the students to follow and to make the parents also follow. You can make a request to the parents to seriously concentrate on the heavy intake of salt, oil and sugar. This is the message today. Here is the title and 3 points. Be cautious about SOS. Be cautious about SOS. All in capital letters. Be cautious about SOS. Number 1. Even living long is a huge success. Even living long is a huge success. Even living long is a huge success. Number 2. Heavy intake of SOS. Heavy intake of SOS. In brackets, salt, oil and sugar. Heavy intake of SOS. In bracket, salt, oil and sugar should be avoided. 3. Reduce the intake. Reduce the intake and keep all diseases at bay. B-A-Y, bay. Reduce the intake and keep all diseases at bay. Reduce the intake and keep all diseases at bay. B-A-Y. That's all for now. Keep going. Thank you very much.